The Penguin. Oh man, what a great series. Absolutely incredible. There's gonna be some awards handed out, I think, hopefully to Colin Farrell. Whoa, what a performance. I only reviewed the first episode when it aired. I thought I'd just wait and review the entire thing because I don't need to make 8 videos or whatever. What I say for the whole series is pretty much what I would have said almost for every individual episode. Some were a little bit higher and lower. All of them were extremely highly ranked, though. As a series overall, looking at the big picture, I really loved this series, and I'm a little bit in shock. The Penguin is my favorite Batman villain. I just always loved them. Of course, Joker and Riddler and those guys are all up there as well. Penguin was always my favorite. I'm not really sure why. I dressed up as Penguin for Halloween. And with every interpretation of the Penguin, it's a little bit different. Burgess Meredith to me really is the kind of the true Penguin if we have to pick someone. I love Batman Returns. That's my personal favorite live action Batman film. I'm not saying it's the best Batman film, but I'm saying it's my personal favorite Batman film. Love the animal aspects of it. Love the Penguin in that one. Danny DeVito I thought was absolutely awesome. He's not really comic book Penguin. He was kind of like monster Penguin. Tim Burton sort of made Batman a bat, Catwoman a cat, like she's licking herself, and he made Penguin a penguin. It was a more animalistic, literal interpretation of that, not penguin suit, which is the coat and the tails and the top hat and that kind of stuff. It wasn't the suit. It was like, no, he's a penguin person. He's a penguin man, you know? And I loved that Penguin as well. Of course, you had Gotham. I thought that actor, I'm blanking on his name, I actually thought that actor was a perfect choice for the Penguin. Unfortunately, they didn't make him chubby. Now, I don't know. I never finished watching Gotham. Maybe he was chubby at the end. Penguin's got to be short, fat, and waddling. It's sort of you need to have that, you know, he's got to be fat, waddling, like there, you can't escape that, those aspects of him. Then we flash forward to The Batman, which I thought was a very boring movie, and I don't like that Batman didn't win in the end, and I really hated the Riddler. I liked Colin Farrell as Oswald. I guess they're calling him Oswald Cobb, not Cobblepot, which kind of pisses me off in general also. But his performance, whatever that character was very good in that movie. They decided to make an 8-episode series. I thought, what is the absolute point? There's no point to this series at all. I'm sorry this is long-winded, but I want to explain this. There's just no point to this series. Why was this even made? However, judging the product we got, I thought it was fantastic. We're gonna use my space system: story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. So yeah, it's not comic book Penguin in my eyes. For the most part, you could have just named these characters other names and you'd probably end up with the same show. You do get your kind of full Penguin at the end, though. I don't think that's really a spoiler. I think people were expecting that to happen. So he does have a top hat. You see some umbrellas hanging on a thing, and he's got the full coat with the tails and the breast, the breast thing underneath with the bow tie. So he definitely looks like Penguin at the very, very, very end of the whole series. So this is an origin of how he becomes sort of the top man. I don't think that's really a spoiler either. I mean, we know Penguin is going to be the top guy. Like, it's his show. That's how it is in the current comics anyway. Well, in the current comics, he was gone for a while. He faked his death, so I don't know what happened after that. Anyways, the general public idea of Penguin, they know that he's the top guy. I'm going to give the storyline a 2 out of 2. I thought it was amazing. Some episodes, maybe you could have given it a 1.5. I think overall the story was really good. Now, I did not watch The Sopranos. Well, I take that back. I did watch one season of Sopranos. It wasn't for me. I don't know. Maybe I need to go back and watch it again. I watched it when it was first on, and I thought, yeah, it's all right. I'm not a big gangster guy. Like, I think the Godfather films are good films, Not necessarily like my favorite. My favorite, the only one that I love, and it's kind of a weird movie, is Scarface, and I don't even know if it fits in with that genre. He's not really, he's a Cuban guy, comes in and takes over stuff and becomes big and then falls, sort of. It's not really a mob boss movie, but it's got, gangster adjacent at least. I do like Goodfellas, but anyways, so I'm not sure the parallels of this and Sopranos, but I loved the storyline here with Sophia coming into play, with the different families. We have the Maronis and Salvatore, and we have those Asian guys. All these guys kind of fighting in Gotham. I thought all that was handled well. I love the way that Penguin was able to manipulate every facet of everywhere. The mayor, you've got your it's like town officials, the Falcones, Salvatore guy, like all of those guys. Like he was able to maneuver them into how he wanted it to come out. I thought that was just done so well. For the pacing, I'm also going to give it a 2 out of 2 because I actually was not bored at any point in this show. I thought it was done very well, and I felt that there was always a forward movement where I could see that, okay, things were happening and pieces were falling into place, and it was eventually going to lead to something really cool. I actually did not feel that in the Batman film. I thought that that was very slow, meandering, and the audience already knew that the Riddler was the one who's doing this. So you're just prolonging an investigation to prolong it. A lot of these mystery shows, you're not sure who the killer is. Then it's revealed at the end, and that's the mystery part of it. In this one, we knew Penguin was going to ultimately win, but it started to get really stacked against him. You thought, how are you going to, beat this and become on top? The artistry is great as well. I think I'm going to give it a 2 out of 2, and you can now already see where this review is going. Everything looked really nice in this one. I thought there were some good shots in the Batman, and there was some really nice cinematography. But I would probably say 50% of that movie was almost just in the dark where you couldn't even tell what was going on. And I've seen it about 2 or 3 times on 4K, and it doesn't really fix the problem. And it's pretty dark. And it's not dark as, oh, this is like Batman or Batman Returns, where it's nighttime and it's very clear. Batman Returns is beautifully shot, one of the better cinematography for any of these Batman movies, in my opinion. Everything is amazing. It's well lit and it looks cool. The Batman was terrible. If you look at the Nolan series, Nolan is great in getting these amazing shots, right? And some of it is in the full IMAX, and you're like, wow, these are fantastic. That didn't happen. Sorry, back to the Penguin. Everything looks good to me. I even like Sophia's, even just her outfits felt really cool. And her hair is kind of, because she's a bit bonkers. Everything looked really good. I guess you could give it a 1.5, but I'm going to give it a 2 because you know what I want to do at the end here. For the characters, I definitely give it a big time super 2 out of 2. Colin Farrell is on fire. I can't believe it's him. Like, I'm starting to think that it's not him. They hired this guy who is the Penguin, and then they just played it, and then they're just pretending it's Colin Farrell because they don't want to give this guy credit. That's how crazy this is. If he doesn't win an award of some kind, I'm going to call BS large on that one. Heath Ledger as the Joker, to me, again, that Joker wasn't the Joker character. To me, he's not the Joker, but that character was so well done, and that performance was so interesting, and it held that movie together. That's why he won for that one. And I think Colin Farrell needs to win for this one. I wouldn't put any nominations past Sophia. She was amazing. She's a great character. Some points throughout the show I started to root for her. I was rooting for her, not over Penguin. I can't go against my boy Penguin. He's my guy. We're besties. Well, I don't want to get too friendly with him because you saw one. No spoilers, but you saw what happened at the end. Anyway, Sophia was friggin' fantastic. Holy crap. What an awesome character. They keep complaining about female roles. Well, here's one for you. And if she wins an award, it'll be well deserved because she is amazing in this show. Some of my friends, shame on them, but they're literally on Sophia's team. I can't go with Team Sophia. I gotta be Team Penguin, but I can see someone siding with her because she's so good. Everybody else is great. Victor, what an absolutely great character. there's a lot of depth to that guy. And I really felt bad for him at times too with the family. There's an episode where it was just him and his family and like kind of his girlfriend. I thought it was great. Like even the girlfriend was great too, by the way. Everybody that has a speaking part in this damn thing is awesome. Like, well, great casting across the board. So Victor was fantastic. The mom, Penguin's mom, wow, she's bonkers. Great performance, another great performance. This thing, like from an acting perspective, it could sweep all the awards up easy, and nobody would be able to say anything. I mean, the enjoyment factor for me is a 2. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 series. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 even more so because I thought it would be a 1 out of 10. I had absolutely no faith in this show. I'm glad to be proven wrong because now I have a show that I enjoy about a character that I love. And yes, it is not exactly the character from the comics that I would have preferred to have been to have been shown. But I have to review what is in front of my face. I can't review what's in my mind and say, well, I want this penguin. I didn't get that penguin. Now I have to evaluate what I did get and do I feel that it's worthy? And I do feel that it's worthy and it's awesome. My problem now is that coming into the Batman Part 2, I want Penguin to win. I have more faith in Penguin than I do in the Batman, which really that's never happened to me ever, because as much as I love Penguin and Joker and Riddler and Mr. Freeze and Scarecrow and all those guys, I still want Batman to win because it's Batman and Batman's the best. But not in this universe. Now in this universe, Penguin to me is kind of my hero character that I'm following. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are on this show. I can understand if you're not into it and you thought it was too slow, or you just don't want to bother watching it. Totally cool. I was in that same position when this started. I gave it a shot and I loved it. So there you go. That's all I can tell you. I can only be honest with you and tell you what I personally thought, and I loved it. So that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.